Welcome to weeks 1 and 2, chest and back supersets. So first up, we have incline push-ups. Hands are wider than your shoulders. You're going to lower your chest down to the bench. Now if you find this too challenging, just drop down to your knees and you can do this from the floor as well. Focus on squeezing and contracting your glutes, moving and hinging from your shoulder joint, not your spine or your hips. Next, we're going to superset that with a lat pull down machine with a medium grip. Studies have shown that a medium grip with a slight lean back incline, about 45 degrees, is the best optimal way to hit your lats and build that really nice V taper from the back. So of course there will be an at-home alternative after this demo move. I'm sure everyone knows their lat pull down machine. So as you can see, you want to adjust the roller so that it's nice and snug to your hips. Lean back, keep your chest up, pulling with your elbows down and back, and pulling that bar right into your chest, keeping your chin tucked in. And if you're doing the at-home workouts, then this is your variation with a band, banded lat pull downs. So standing, shoulder blades down and back, about a foot's width of space with your band to start, so that as you pull down, the tension increases. Once again, pulling right to the chest, squeezing your elbows into the side of your body, shoulder blades pressing down and back with your exhale. So that is your first superset. Beginners do 1 or 2 supersets, intermediate and advanced do 2 to 4 supersets. Then here is your next superset. Dips with a wide grip. You can have your legs bent or straight. And lowering until your arms are about 90 degrees. If you look at my elbow, it stays right over my hand, and my shoulders don't go lower than my elbow. If you go lower than the elbow, you can put your shoulder at risk of injury, so be really mindful here. You can keep your body as straight or as bent at your hips as possible to make it as easy or as challenging as possible. And here, really try and squeeze at the top. You're also going to feel that in your glutes and your hamstrings. And we're supersetting that one with a seated cable single arm row. So with your seated row machine, pulling one arm, palm is facing down or an overhand grip, pulling with your elbow. Try and keep that hand low down towards your hip, and then flare your lat on the squeeze there. You can see that I'm slightly twisting, but what that twist is actually me compressing through my lat and my abs to fire my lat in its full insertion points and contractions. And then of course the at-home variation is quite similar, and you're going to grab your band and loop it around your feet for a single arm band row. So if that's not challenging enough, grab both bands as I did here. You can lean back, and same thing, pulling your hand more into your hip, flare your lat and your elbow right at the back, squeeze and contract. You can also place your hand behind you for a little bit more lumbar support. This one really works your abs as well. So make sure to do both sides, and beginners do 1 or 2 supersets, intermediate and advanced do 2 and 4. Your next superset, starting with a flat bench dumbbell press. You can also use the ground for this press. You want to lower your arms to 90-degree angles, and as you press up, push your chest up, sliding your shoulder blades into your spine. So that is going to ensure that your shoulders are safe when you activate your chest, and focus on the chest squeeze, pulling your upper arm bones into the side of your body, squeeze at the top, instead of just pressing or pushing your hand up. It's actually the upper arm bone that you want to focus on here with your chest lifted. As you can see, a natural arch in my low back. And we're going to superset that one with one of my favorites, bent over single arm dumbbell rows. So using a chair, a bench, or your couch, palm is overhand position, and once again this is considered a low row. So we're pulling that weight more into the hips. We're going to hit the whole lat and its insertion point with that one. Flare the lat at the top with a good squeeze on your exhale, and slightly flare your elbow. Really visualize and focus on the muscles that you're working here. Don't rush through sloppy reps. I want you to build your mind to muscle connection. And beginners, do 1 or 2 supersets, making sure to do both sides obviously. Intermediate and advanced, do 2 and 4. Next superset, incline chest press, so an incline bench. You can also improvise with stacking up a few pillows against your couch, so that your chest and your upper body is in an inclined position with your head supported. That's very important. The arms move from the shoulder joint, not the elbow joint, as in the press. And imagine like you're giving someone a big hug. Same thing, same movement, keeping your chest up, shoulder blades down and back. Once again, squeezing the upper arm bone into the side of the body while you push your chest up and your shoulders down. And we're going to superset that one with an assisted pull-up. You can either use a machine or a band as I am demonstrating. Make sure the band is thick enough to support your body weight. I like to put one foot through and then cross my other leg over. We're using a medium grip and trying to pull your chin above the bar, or if you're pulling on an assisted pull-up machine, try and make sure that your chin goes above the handles. Squeezing your shoulder blades down and back, focusing on pulling your elbow into your lats, squeezing at the top with a mindful breath. And yes, there is an at-home option. You're going to grab your band for rear delt banded flies. So about a foot's width of space, and standing, you're going to squeeze your scapula together, or a reverse fly, keeping your shoulder blades down and back and your elbows pointing towards the back. And that is your workout. So beginners, do 1 or 2 supersets, intermediate and advanced, do 2 and 4, and you're done.